Hello, this is a calculator that's been improved from the past layout project, so now it's fully functioning. So the calculator um, can, if I press numbers, for example, I can do like basic calculations, like 12 plus 5, and then enter 17. If I subtract 3 from it, it shows up here, and then 14. If I multiply 2 here, 28. If I, let's say, divide this by 6, and I'll get the decimal as well. So the four basic calculations work. And the way this works is called an NS expression, where it takes the expression on the text field and then evaluates the answer and then puts it back into a string. So let's see. So some of the more advanced functions work as well, and those are colored in green. So if I do, like, let's see, I like the number 25. So if I do the square root of 25, it's 5. Let's see even more dirty numbers, like 34 square rooted would be 5.83. And let's see if I do a trig of that. So like if I do sine 5.83, and by the way, these are the default for sine, cosine, and tangent function in Xcode Swift is in radians, so be careful of that. You can always convert it to degree yourself, so that would be a future work for this calculator. But if I press sine, it gives you the corresponding value. Let's see if I do like cosine of, oh, my bad. So this is part of the error. So if I press cosine with that, when there's nothing on the text field, it's an error because it's supposed to take the input from the text field. But because the default value for that text field is 0, since there's nothing in it, it gives you 1. But then because it's an error, the text is colored in red to just show that it's an error. But if I press clear, it will go back to regular numbers again. So let's say I want to take, like, since we know that cosine of 2 pi is 1, let's just try 2 pi, which is about like 6.28, and it'll be very close to 1, so 0.999. So cosine works. Tangent works as well. I don't know, tangent of 7. Those are all in radians. Logs and natural logs work as well. So if I do 1,000, if I do a log of that, that should give me 3, which is 10 to the third. E is much more hard to explain, so I'm just going to do a random one, and it gives you like that. 10 to the is just putting what's on the text field and putting a power of that. So if I do like 5 and press 10 to the, it will just give you 10 to the 5th power. And same for E. So if I do like E to the 4th power, it'll give you that. There are also squares and reciprocal functions. So like 4 squared is 16, and 6.8 squared is that. We can do an inverse, so if I do 0.5 inverse, that'll be 2. Things like that. And these parentheses actually are very useful if you want like a more complicated equation. Like, let's see, if I do 2 times 7 plus 5, and then times like e to the 4th. Oh, so that doesn't work because most of all of these complicated ones are like one step where it takes the value in the field and then spits out an answer. So if there's an incomplete thing there where it can't be evaluated, it won't give you an answer. So let's see, parentheses can basically used with the basic calculation. So like, you know what, I'll just be very simple. It's 12 plus 65 times 3 will give you an answer like that. So here's my code. The 4 basic functions are based on the NX expression, and the rest are just most of them are built in terms of the function and calculation, and those are right here. So yeah.